through the World Legacy. But before we do, I am actually going to quickly look at this duel. I ran one time using this newly developed deck, and he faced a Red Eyes deck or Dragoon, and that shit was pretty interesting. So, damn, I should have looked at how many turns this was. I didn't look at it. 4 turns. Yeah, this was a. Oh yeah, Tim. It's interesting. So this is my first time ever getting a victory with this deck, I will admit. But so far I like it. We're gonna continue the story so we can evolve these cards. Now we know for a fact that Eternal Soul is a very powerful card. The thing is when Eternal Soul is on the field, Dark Magicians are unaffected by your opponent's cards. So I can't use any card effects against any Dark Magician that is on his field, or any monster that claims to be Dark Magician, because it will be immune to it. It can be targeted, but it's just unaffected by anything that could face it. However, if this card leaves the field, you destroy all monsters you control. So because I have this card and I know how it works, I know that this is the greatest strength and weakness of the deck. He brings out Dark Magician. So now, the thing is, this is where it gets crazy. Now, this was to prevent me from banishing. You cannot banish cards. Your opponent cannot banish cards. Alright, so once this comes on the field, I cannot banish any of my cards, which means that for the most part, you cannot really make too many extended plays, right? Most play extensions come from the fact that you can play a card, use this effect or whatever, get rid of the card, and then use it again from the graveyard to extend the play and make it go even further. This cancels that and can be special summoned from your hand by discarding the card whenever your opponent special summons, which I just did by Link Summoner. Alright, now, this is the thing though. Look at the card that he got rid of. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. This is a hand trap. Most people play this way. When you play at a certain level, a lot of people are going to use hand traps to try to stop you from doing stuff. When a card or effect is activated that includes any of these effects, your quick effect, you can discard this and negate it. Add a card from the graveyard to your hand, deck, or extra deck. Special summon a monster from the graveyard, or banish a card from the graveyard. But see, this is mostly used to prevent his opponent from banishing a card from the graveyard. So he discarded this to do this, because this can permanently do that as long as this is on the field. 2,500 monsters, pretty decent play so far. However, the thing is, this deck does not run the way the Tenyi deck runs so far, in which, yeah, there's banishing involved, but I don't need to banish immediately. Right? That's something that can happen later on in the duel. Let's continue to see what happens. We bring out Lee. She brings out the Guard Dragon. We go for the Link 2. Now, Aurum is definitely the most used in this deck. We pull back and Duke to go for the Link 3. And we now have Ningirsu. So we also have a monster with 2,500. We use his effect to get rid of this and get rid of that. Now, see, the thing is, Ningirsu can get rid of any one card on my field, including himself. And with that, get rid of any one card on your field. And the thing is he does not destroy the card. It just sends it to the graveyard. So it's very similar to like how you would tribute, yeah, with the Rika deck, how you would tribute your opponent's card. It's similar to that, because I'm not targeting it, I'm not destroying it, I'm just sending it to the grave, you know. And so when I send my trap to the grave, it's a trap that I did not plan on using. it needs for me to be co-linked. Right? I only have one link monster right now. But I do know for a fact that getting rid of Eternal Soul will destroy every monster he has on the field. So that was our first target. Now, he uses this card. I hate this card, I'm not gonna lie. Nibiru, this card is so freaking annoying. However, he used this effect a little bit too soon. Alright, so he used this effect as a counter, thinking that taking my monster off the field was going to negate the effect that was played. But the thing is I already got rid of the card I needed to get rid of. So when this comes out, it comes out as a chain, and because it is a chain, it happens first, which means that after this, the Eternal Soul will happen. See, chain 2. So that means now this happens first, then Eternal Soul, in which case Eternal Soul will destroy his own cards. Boom. I bring my 2 monsters back. I set a card because I can't use that card this time. He sets 1 card. Now I'm assuming that card could be cylinders, but when I play the field card, there's a delay, and that lets me know that card is not magic cylinders. So I can attack him. Whatever this is either gonna destroy a card, summon a card, banish something or whatever, but it's not gonna give me back my damage, so I'm free to attack. If he destroys these cards, I don't really care about. This is a token. So I'm gonna bring out something that we can use. We're gonna link summon in Duke. He used Solemn Judgment. Right? He is afraid of the growth of that monster, so he pays half of his life points to stop me from summoning Imduke, because he knows that I can just evolve it and However, by using Nibiru, he gave me a token that is the equivalent to all of the monsters on the field's attack points added and all of their defense added. That gives me 7,500 and 1 attack. By using Solemn Judgment, he has to pay half his life points. That's going to drop him down to 4,000. And he can stop my monster from being summoned. However, now I have 7,500 I can attack him with. Dark Magician was the first deck I ran, so it just does me a great justice to be able to defeat a Dark Magician deck with the deck that I build on my own, you know. That's why I have this saved, because this is the Tingy versus the Dark Magician, and this is the first time I defeated them with that, and it's just something I actually enjoy. I'm gonna save this one actually, because yeah, man. Anyways, let's get into the story, because we're almost at the end of it. We're very, very close. Chapter 3. A few years have passed now. Have not passed since Project Mekk-Knight began. Oh yeah, so the last thing that we were on was the fact that Lee is actually a scientist. And before all of these events came to be, she and a few other scientists created a group called the Crusaders, and they created these things called Mekk-Knights. They found a key, and that key is attached to a tail. The tale of the hero, the world hero, who will save the world against the great darkness. Lee decides within that journey of, acquiring the information about that legacy, that maybe she can absorb that power herself, and that she can have the power of divinity. She starts to go towards darker urges, and we notice that right here. But this is her in human form. It's safe to assume that that is the same Lee that is currently the fairy, but that could be, oh, maybe she was trapped in the world chalice by the Mech Knights.
Right.
Yeah, this, right. Let's see where this goes. Project Mech Knight began. It's the first one, number 1. And finally, Mech Knight of the Morning Star was complete. So we may actually build a Mech Knight deck separate from this, because I'm low-key liking this story. And it's just something that we can express in a different way. I don't know what deck I'll use this for, but I think it's something we can put together. It had been fitted with a core powered, it had been fitted with a core powered by the key. Yeah. So each of those, remember when Lee snatched the cores out of all of the Mech Knights, they all have a core within them, but that core piece is actually powered by the key itself. Right? Powered by the key, and possess enough power to fight the most deadly of wars. So each of them can individually fight wars with the power of their core. That's incredible. However, an incident occurred during its test run with none other than Lee as its test pilot. What? Something happened to Lee? With the key, she had reversed all of the celestial powers coursing through its mechanical body and diverted them into the planet's core faster than anyone could make a move. She stole the powers of the Mech Knights before, and that's why she tried to do it again. Lee had planned all this out before taking her place as a test pilot. Oh shit. The power that had flowed into the planet's core split the lands, and once again the destruction from within overflowed to the surface, scorching every bit of the earth, every bit of earth that it touched. Yo, this shit is crazy. The entire world was beginning to split apart in this unprecedented disaster, and the revival of the Great Darkness drew ever nearer. So she really wanted the Great Darkness to be back, and I think this is a Link monster right here, but I think this card right here is, oh what? It's these 4 niggas. However, its resurrection was not without its obstacles. The Crusadia had created as assistive units, 7 Mech Knights in total. The remaining Mech Knights faced off against Mech Knight of the Morning Star and destroyed it. Wait. So Mech Knight of the Morning Star is actually the first of them? That nigga, yeah. Sealing away the Great Darkness back with the core once again. But the Great Darkness was, at the end of the day, a divine force. Divine meaning godly or of God. So it's like this Great Darkness is pretty much a god of evil. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Infinite Rocket with Strategy Strive. We are continuing our journey. Right now we are going through the Crusadia. One that the mortals failed to seal away completely. Damn. Inspired by the key, the team decided to put their powers into physical vessels of their own. I knew that that shit was connected, and left them on the surface as legacies. Oh shit. So each of the 7 Mech Knights are associated with the 7 world legacies. Now that's cool as fuck, and I think, yeah, we're gonna do some. This deck is gonna be interesting. That might be the second archetype, the Mech Knights. I'm not gonna hold you. That might be the second archetype with this. Cause I didn't know what else to put with them. Now that the lands were ruined, it was getting harder and harder to live in such conditions. And you can see the lands like burnt the fuck up and like continuously burning. Smoke is rising. It seemed that life on this planet would gradually snuff out, or probably would be gradually snuffed out, including humanity. And snuffed out is just like, you know, put out, pretty much. I would say like that, but I forgot I got younger viewers too, so. But yeah, it's like putting it out. So in other words, it's pretty much saying like the earth is gonna just turn to ash. It's just gonna all get put out into ashes. The reason why the master of the key, the world hero, didn't appear in our time of need is because we humans drained the planet of its power. Damn, we gotta stop fucking up the planet, man. Thought the Crusadia. They began to mobilize to put an end to humanity's so-called glory, as it was the largest obstacle to the revival of the barren lands and the planet's chances of survival. Yeah, so in other words, it's like they want to bring people back to just living life for the sake of us, you know, and not for the sake of having glory and being better than people or whatever. You know, a lot of times pride can take us in the wrong direction. We put a lot of time and energy into creating these technologies, but sometimes we forget about family, we forget about, you know, real life things that's deeper than just how much we can obtain. So the Crusaders are attempting to bring that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of them, but so really it was 8 of them. But one of them is evil. They left the 7 Mech Knights they had built in their ruined world after they were programmed with instructions to help rekindle the world. Wow. So it's actually the Mech Knight's job to save the planet. They're definitely in the deck. I don't give a fuck. You think this is in the deck? The Mech Knights were also installed with the data of the Crusadia members they had established a brain link with. So each of these niggas are actually members of the Crusadia. Oh, so were there 8 members of the Crusadia? I think that 8th Mech Knight is linked to Lee. If the lands could be healed once more, and the planet could take back the power it once had, then perhaps they could avoid imminent disaster. The Crusadia left all their hopes to a faraway future they may not even reach. Wow. They did that shit just hoping shit was gonna go right. But they put their hope in the Mech Knights. And we're gonna make sure the Mech Knights is gonna bring victory. However, there was one thing they failed to realize. The mastermind behind the incident was Lee. That's a funny fact. And that's her, that fucking chalice, man. And she had already been taken by the Burning Lands. By the Burning Lands. When she was found, she was already dead. Oh shit. but only in flesh. Her soul had been released from its physical vessel, and she had transferred into World Legacy, World Chalice, her will and knowledge. Wait a minute. So she claimed one of those 7 things. So that means she's still one of the Mech Knights. She is still one of the Mech Knights. She's not that evil shit is not her link. One of those good ones is her. Cause she claimed one of them 7, and all 7 of them had to be with the Mech Knights. But we don't know which one is her yet. Alright, next scenario. Alright, now this one is just a card. Crusadia Revival. Right, it's a field card. And it is 3 Crusadia members, a lion, some short mage, and a swordsman, and then there is Aurum and Imduke. Now also Crusadia members holding gems. He has a gem inside. Yeah, this is broken. This is about to be an insane deck. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what's up with this. This shit is about to be insane. I'm telling you. This shit may even rival my Tengi deck. I'm really gonna make this shit tier 0. No lie. Alright, anyways, the tremendous power that dwelled within the planet was of everything that Lee was after, thought Aurum. Suddenly, he was struck by a sense of terror. He could feel a great force of malice that threatened the planet, but from where, he could not tell. Perhaps someone, somewhere, was beckoning to the darkness, trying to bring it forth. He had to stop them before another terrible disaster happened. And in that moment, in Aurum's mind, the figure of Ningirsu appeared. Nice. Hey, we can get Ningirsu back, that'd be dope as fuck. The figure of his childhood friend, tormented with sadness from the loss of Ib, seeking darkness in his despair at the world. Although slight, he felt Ningirsu's presence with malice. Within the malice. It couldn't be. Aurum reigned his uneasy heart in. You ain't wanna, I'll look for some. Look at that. No, that's right, that's right. Unless you want to. You sure? Aurum reigned his uneasy heart in. He would need to help stop this malice. He asked the elders of each tribe to lend him their strength. So this must be 3 different tribes. And they answered his pleas with a great number of warriors, and the tribes united in a formidable alliance. They named themselves after the warriors of old that their writing spoke of, and thus the second coming of the Crusadia was born. The Crusadia were taken to a hidden spot by a tribe of trees and activated World Legacy World Crown. That's the dwarf evolved. That's the lion evolved. That's the girl evolved. Well, who the fuck is that other one? I don't know who that is. Anyways, so we got the dwarf already. Now I know who that is. Now I know. Alright, Aurum and his companions had now obtained power that could help them combat the malice and threaten that threatened their world. This is crazy. Get something to drink too. Something to drink too. And just whatever you want to get, okay? Sexy, sexy, sexy. Yo, don't forget to subscribe to Stoner Gamer Girl. That's what I'm talking to. That's my baby. That's my queen right there. Anyways, yo, the Crusader begin their advance toward the giant tower at the center of all the malice. What in the fuck? The orchestrated Babylon, towering into the sky in its metal magnificence. Surrounding it were the orcas, mechanical weapons waiting on standby in silent formation. Wow. At the tower's base was Ningirsu. And activating World Legacy World Wand was the only thing on his mind. What? Now that Orim could see his childhood friend, the swordsman could only think about how much sadder he looked. Orim prayed that he was only overthinking the situation, but he knew that their reality was not a kind one. Oh shit. This nigga turned evil? Yo, what? Yo. Yo. Ningirsu was here because he wanted the powers of darkness, and he was at the center of the malice Orim had left. Orim had felt. That's crazy. Yo, what the fuck? This nigga is evil now. That was the truth that awaited him at the end of his long search. Wow. But no matter how much time had passed, no matter how things had changed, the one thing that remained the same was that Ningirsu was still his friend. Come here, baby. I love you, beautiful. Stay dangerous, my love. Orim thought about what he could do now that he was here. He had to stop Ningirsu from starting a disaster that could mean the end of their world. The only one who could stop this villainy is me. Orim thought, gathering all of his courage. I can't believe this nigga Ningirsu is evil now. I gotta build this deck the right way. I gotta have one normal imp, but she's not in here that much. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly Orim. This shit is mostly Orim. He signaled for his companions to mobilize. And now, a new battle was about to begin. No, this shit, Ningirsu gotta come out the deck too, really. He evil, man. This shit about to be different. This shit, I'm following the story. I'm making sure this shit go out the right way. Huh. You gotta watch more of the story, basically telling you, nigga, you can't get through this, you gotta know the story first. But before we do that, we gotta add an addition to our deck. Because now, we know we're going a little bit more in the Crusader way. Yeah. This shit about to be crazy, I ain't gonna hold you. This shit about to be crazy because it's gonna have all the worlds too. Watch. This shit gonna have all the worlds that the nigga journey through. It's gonna tell a whole story. This whole story that you see right now, the deck is gonna play that story out. Every time I play, and I'm gonna be whooping niggas. That's the thing about it. It's not just about you know, building a deck and shit like that. It's like being able to tell a story while you're dueling and still win. That's the key. Ningirsu's sorrow. When Ningirsu saw what had happened, a bolt of guilt pierced through his grief. Even in his even in his desperation, he never imagined this would happen. His eyes could hardly believe what they were seeing. I don't know why I'm reading it off. How did all of this happen so fast? He prayed that he was dreaming and that he was going to wake soon. All he wanted was to see his dear sister again. As the scene of another nightmare unfurled around him, he became embroiled in a storm of emotion. I need to save Ib. Even as his mind was numbed with stupor, Ningirsu's body began to move without command. And what looked like an impulsive choice, he struck his childhood friend unconscious. Whoa. Taking both the other man's sword and Ib. Oh shit. What good was this world if Ib were not in it? Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I thought it was gone. He wouldn't do anything, be it good or evil, if it meant he could see her smile again. That single thought of getting his sister back was all Ningirsu needed to force his weary limbs forward. What the fuck? He had the Meknite cores from the 6 nightmares, from when the 6 nightmares were defeated. Yo, I could make a deck for the Ib too though. This shit is crazy, huh? I can make it. Yo, this shit is crazy. And now he was also, and now he also had the sword he took from Aurum. Oh, that's all 7. Using the facilities that were still present in the Meknite headquarters, he analyzed the artifacts with feverish desperation. Oh, that card was him trying to bring her back, but it's him being evil though. Oh shit. This world possessed a mystical power similar to that of the world legacies. And if anything had a clue regarding its specificities, if anything had a clue regarding its specifics, it would be the Meknites. They might even know a way to bring it back. Although he was unable to glean a way to resurrect Ib, he learned a great deal about a number of facilities from the ancient civilization. Ningirsu left Meknite headquarters and set off to each one of them with the lifeless body of his sister in tow. Many of the facilities he visited had already ceased to work, and the ones that barely did provided little to no useful information. However, Ningersu never gave up. There must be a way he could save Ib somehow. With an unwavering belief in his heart, he resumed his grueling journey. And finally, at long last, he discovered an ancient facility that was still working, apartment that was still in working condition. Yes, Lord. Let's go and get that shit. Did we just get a, we got, nah, for these sleeves, Evil Ningersu. His name is Long Gersu now. The Orcus, oh, he got the Orcus deck. Damn. So low-key, they could all probably get their own deck. No. I knew it was a reason why this nigga was awkward. Remember I kept saying, yo, this Link monster is weird. It's like, it's not helping nobody. It's like he's for himself. His positioning is fucked up. It points at the enemies. Like he's not trying to really help himself. I mean, help the team type shit. But that's the reason why he don't really belong in the deck. That makes sense though. After countless weary roads walked, Ningersu had gone through more information than any average man would in his life. He had thoroughly inspected the Meknite cores and several ancient facilities. With what he had gathered, including files on the keys and technologies thought to be long lost, he had finally unlocked secrets within the planet, hidden within the planet. Yo, this picture, I'm glad they showed it again because this picture reminds me of a Tenyi card, and that just makes it more impactful for me because it seemed like they just were destined to be connected. Alright, and the truths of the world that had been shrouded in mystery. Ningersu trembled with joy. He could revive his sister now. With his newfound certainty, Ningersu set about creating a vessel that could house Ib's soul using ancient technologies. However, this task was to be the most difficult yet. Yeah, find a body, right? Oh, a robot body? Oh, what the fuck? Trial after trial resulted in countless failures and their byproducts. Yeah. And as days ticked by, he had amassed enough vessels to create his own army. Wow. It's like you keep trying to find the right one for her, but none of them shits work. And you got so many of them shits, it's like he could use an army of them shits, but how many of the fucking vessels he done built up? But at last, his efforts paid off. He had finally created a mechanical doll that would work. That reminds you of what? Oh yeah, it might be related. By synchronizing the doll with the body of his dead sister, he also succeeded in reinitializing the functions of one of the twin swords. Hold up. I gotta reread that. That shit just fucking up. By synchronizing the doll with the body of his dead sister, he also succeeded in reinitializing the functions of one of the twin swords vital to his plan. Oh yeah, because the key was also a sword, I believe. So so much time had been poured into this endeavor, but at last there was something to show for it. A strange sense of elation began to bubble within Ningerso. Oh boy, he's elated right now. He's super excited. His sister had given life to this world. Now, it was time for him to create a new world for her. Now that Ningerso had the mechanical doll's power, the second step of the plan to build orchestrated Babel could finally begin. Oh. So wait, that means he already has her on his... Oh, fuck. When we meet Ningerso there, he already has a... It was already on his team. This is crazy. We gotta face something that for him. But now they're gonna make us practice right here. And right here, I made 2 different decks out. Is this the Orcish? This the Crusadia, yes. Alright, this is what we want anyways. Cause that's what we was about to use regardless if they was going to give us one. This might be the Orcish. Yeah. Alright, but now, so the Orcus is gonna be Ningerso's deck. And this is just regular duels. Oh, well, we get this. That's how you get it. I was like, yo, why we don't have the field parts? You gotta really go through this shit. Alright, let's do this Crusadia. I'm so happy that they gave us a Crusadia. So, this is its own deck, but the story comes from the World Legacy, without a doubt. Well, it's related to the World Legacy. This deck is gonna be really interesting because I'm gonna have to put some shit together and make some sense of it. So what made the World Legacy deck was that you can take normal monsters and use them to link summon, and then use those cards to bring out more monsters so you can have an advanced link summon. That's the primary key to the World Legacy, is to be able to very quickly link summon your monsters. Now, what makes a Crusadia deck unique? This deck can allow you to link summon multiple times, especially when used in tandem with monsters whose effect let you special summon to a zone that a link that a link arrow is pointing to. That's broken. Alright, so that means we get even more. So we can already link summon fast, but now we can do even more of them. Use this to your advantage and summon even more powerful link monsters to the field. Crusadia link monsters also gain a helpful boost and attack from monsters they point to. Bolster your attack by summoning more powerful monsters to zones that your Crusadia link monsters are pointing to when you're up against especially tough opponents. And especially tough opponents. Alright, so for the most part, this right here, yep, it's a short mage. Yep. We saw them, but we did not get their name, but now we know it's Reclusia, which means that she could be reclusive. What's this look? Yeah, and we also finally got the crown. So they want us to summon Equimax. But who is Equimax though? First summon Reclusia, and then use it to summon Magius. Yeah, she evolves. So this is her first form. And so we're gonna summon her. We're gonna link summon her evolved form, because I actually have the evolved form already. Bow. Magius. Then we can special summon Leonis. Alright, I would rather actually bring out the crown, but we're gonna go with Leonis because he's Magius uses her effect. And we get maximum. Use those two to bring our regulars. Alright, so now Leonis is gonna evolve. First she evolved. Now Leonis time to evolve. Now we got regulars. Next person summon Maximus. Alright. Come on, Maximus. Then we're gonna use regulars to bring out that field card we just got. Yes, Lord. And now we're gonna bring out Ecomax. Now, that, I don't know who the hell this nigga is supposed to be. This character is not, it was shown, but the character itself was not introduced. I don't know who the fuck that's supposed to be. Raise the attacker from by using the cliche. Yeah, really. Okay. Huh. Gotta be kidding. So, with that being at 4,500, that easily, this deck would definitely overpower my Tenyu deck. It's just really powerful. I'm so excited. Alright, so the World Crown, we'll get that. What's this? Crusadia Vanguard. I don't know, I want to see that card closer. That's dope. This is fire, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I think this shit is dope. See, he had two swords, but one of his swords had taken away because Ningersu took it to try to revive it. Let's get it. What the fuck? Nah, those Crusadia cards are like that. But now I think I'm also gonna add the Mech Knights. I gotta really revise this deck. I gotta see what's up. This thing is different. I like what they did though. I like the story. So far this is what we got the power to do. We'll normal summon after playing our field card. That field card is going to boost us and it's going to keep our monsters coming back from the grave. Next, we want to link summon MG. Then we want to set 2 cards and our turn. What the fuck? That's her. Galadia. The Orchid Automation. Oh shit. What the fuck? That's Ningersu? Oh my goodness. What the? Wait. What? Yo, bro. What? Yo. That is insane, son. That's insane. I ain't gonna hold you. This nigga might kick my ass. But before we finalize on that idea right there, let's actually calculate what's been going on. Oh my goodness. A link for 3,000 attack, but it's 33 because of that equip card. This linked card, it says linked, not linked summon. So as long as something's linked to it and nothing's linked to this, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can target 3 of your banished machine while shuffling back into your deck if you do attack any link on 0. What the fuck in their effect is it? Alright, first of all, let's make sure you have nothing. You got 1 bang, you asshole. Alright, wait a minute. Alright, listen, if your opponent normal summons a person with a monster, you can take 1 Orcus or 4 legacy monster from your deck or hand. Alright, since you get a bench, oh you asshole. Oh my goodness. So the more cards I play, it's gonna fill this shit up and then he's gonna be able to do that and take away all my powers. Wow. Okay. You guys make this. As quick effects. So he could just use that. Oh my goodness. He could just take away any power I have. Huh. Alright, I gotta wait to stop that. I have a way to stop that. So when your opponent activates, I gotta co-link some shit somehow. And he's gonna die. I might get fucked over by doing it. Wait a minute. That Crusadia monster that points down. You got it. The Crusadia monster points down and Duke points up. I can make them co-link. Got this shit. First things first. We're gonna special summon. Right here, buddy. Stay fuck away from them shit. Oh yeah, it's up. Now, I could be wrong, but what? Oh, you asshole! I have to switch them to a link position. Okay, I'll go right in front of the rest of it. So he chose to throw it to the grave and not banish it. That card will come back, but he has to lose 1,000 life points, and we both get a card, not just him. So that might fuck him. First, we're gonna go for this one. Fuck out of here, nigga. Guess what? Please try to take the right side. Oh. Next. Don't worry, my boy. I know you're gonna lose some power, but it's all good. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. Don't worry. It's all good. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Now, these niggas is co-link, which means I can now use that, which means, and I never summoned. I never normal summoned. Oh boy, this shit about to get crazy, nigga. First of all, who do I wanna? This shit getting back 2 monsters. We're talking about 1 or 2. Look at it. We're bringing both guys. Okay. All right, now we never normal summon. Let's talk about it. We're gonna special summon this nigga right here. Okay. And we can get one from the deck. Oh, from the graveyard. Let's see if we can go back. Sweet. We can normal summon this nigga still. But no, we're going to normal summon right here. This shit is about to get wicked. There you go. It's coming out. Hold on. Then, on top of that, that's that normal summon. You can still normal summon this nigga. Well, hold on, we're about to do this shit. This shit already got control. Alright, first. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like this. Because this is the wind. Oh no, it's the wind. I won't be able to bring out her. But, I'm sorry. I'll be able to bring out this nigga. 2 word challenge monsters. Nope, I won't be able to do that. So I gotta bring out her. Unless I normal summon. I can activate this. You can tell me once you want to double. No. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is do this anyways. Take this. And summon. Go right there. So we're gonna bring out M Duke first, for sure. Now that we got M Duke, then we're gonna go ahead. Golly! Don't worry about it. We're gonna involve you, my boy. We're gonna involve you. Just chill. I could even use this. It makes me Gersu fight himself. But we're gonna go ahead and first bring out Ib by using 1, 2. And then she comes over there. We gotta build this shit up right, cause I gotta tell a story. You can't just use any powerful card and just, you know what I'm saying? You just wanna use random ass powerful cards and shit. Oh my goodness. I just realized my setup. Do I even gotta go further? This nigga could kill him automatically. Oh, well, it says if it's linked, it can't be destroyed by battle. And I'm linked to him. I'm definitely linked to him, so no. I would attack, my effect would activate, and then it wouldn't go through it, and I would just die. So no, we're gonna actually cancel that. I just realized that. But that's okay, because even though we're linking to him, we're gonna bring out Gersu. Let's take this one. Count that as 2, and then we're gonna use that. What's this shit? So they put us in a really fucked up position. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was like better right? But since Gersu wanted to be the one to try to fight us, we'll make him fight himself. We're gonna use the effect. We're gonna get rid of this trap card. It's okay, but we can get another chance. And we're gonna get rid of his monster. Get rid of this nigga. Alright, now we are going to attack this nigga. Then we're gonna go into main phase 2, and we are going to actually evolve this dragon. Yep. So we're gonna evolve my boy. And then we got time. Okay, 1,000 life points, you can bring back a monster, I can bring back a monster. You damn sure right. I'm gonna bring back, how about Gersu? So we can just take shit off the field again. Cool. We can go for that. Whatever that face down card is, if we don't want it there. We got Ib. So we summon Ib. I mean, we summon Leaf, probably. I mean, we on it, good shit. He can throw something to the graveyard. That's cool. That's cool. What we gonna add to the hand? We want to be able to rewind that, so we're gonna actually do something big Ib. That was really fun, but this is actually it. So, and then we're gonna get rid of Lee. And off of his field, we don't trust that face down card. Don't know what the fuck that shit is. I'm not talking about it. Alright. So, Lee can put Ib in the grave to bring it back to the hand. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna attack. And leave him with 500 life points. Oh, here we are. Oh, I guess you don't leave him with 500. You pay 1,000, bring back a monster, I'll bring back one. I'm definitely gonna go for, let's see. Just need someone down. I guess we can go for, and Duke is weaker, but if it died, actually they all got the same effect when they die. Oh, actually, yeah. So when she's calling, she can't be destroyed in battle. So they're pointing at each other. So there's no combat for that, nigga. Plus, if we destroy it with an effect, I can still bring like a monster. I'm calling, so we're gonna say fuck that effect. It's gonna cry in turn. Now, so we wanna put Lee back in our hand. We can get rid of the World Legacy World Armor. Right. We couldn't almost, so we'll summon Lee. He'll use Lee to bring another card to our hand. We'll go for the God Dragon. Next we'll use Ningerso. We'll get rid of Lee. And also the Space Down card. And then we're gonna attack. And we got enough time. The answer is yes. We will go for reviving the arm. World Legacy hand. Which we will use to, so just in case for whatever reason you know, they wanted to have like a powerful attack. We'll just have the lance in hand as a hand trap to block off their strongest attack. Since we may get back on the offensive. Once we destroy this boss monster, we've been playing pretty defensive. But they may go, see, there you go. And that's what I figured would happen. So we're gonna pop that, he did 2,000 and he kills himself. Thank you, my love. So I kind of figured they were gonna eventually go for the offensive because they didn't want to keep playing the defensive. I kept smacking them into a corner. That was a close duel though, just coming out with the boss monster. I didn't know really what was going on with that, but you know, we had to throw a few uppercuts. Bam, 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 this is the goal. This is crazy. I really can't believe this shit. This is really, this is low-key sad, man. Them niggas is allies fighting on the same team. But it was always, the nigga's style was always off, man. I'm telling you, I felt that already. It was always just like a little bit off. We need 50 more yellow. Let's see, is there yellow here? No. Where's the yellow gonna come from? That's a base for the World Legacy. Wow. So where is... decent card to have too. Yeah, no, that shit is pretty decent. I want to try one more time with these niggas online. Just look at the deck one more time. Make sure I got everything. Cause that was close, but we still got it. So that means this shit must be pretty decent. But we do want to add in these Red Knights. Whichever ones we got. This is the evil one. Morning Star. We don't really want this one, man. So we want this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this a 7? Gersu, the Orcus Mech Knight. That's named Gersu. What the fuck? We're gonna have to face that card. That shit's gonna be a part of it, I can tell, because it's just, you can tell from the start, why don't we have 7 of these niggas? I thought that was 1, 2, 3. Oh. This is a 7 point, I'm dumb as fuck. Alright, so, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one right here we just don't have. Let me see. Yeah, we just don't got that one right there. Alright, that's cool. And this is the main one. This is the one that gets the rest of them, but it's cool though still. Alright, now. There's one of each field. We got that. We got No, we get another Crusader, yep. No, that's specifically for World Challenge. Target one monster. Okay, this is for anything. This we might actually want 3 of. Now this may end up being a 50 card deck actually. I probably can't keep it at 40 because it's just too much shit that actually needs to be in the set. Right. But yeah, we will be back in a little bit. I'm gonna do one duel and then after this duel we're gonna take a break. I gotta get some breakfast together. You know, start this day off righteous. After that, we'll be back. We'll be back, and we'll finish the story and see exactly what we want. Let's see what we can do in an actual battle right now. Bae, you sleeping? Yeah. I can make breakfast. I'm bad. Oh yeah, you bad? Alright, nigga. Is this Blue Eyes? Oh my goodness. Blue Eyes, a white dragon. Ooh, Swords Prevailing Light. Nigga is Yugi Kaiba. Seto Yugi. Seto Moto. Let's get it, my boy. Pick your poison. Ooh, my boy put out that Luster Dragon. Link Summon? I smell a Link Summon. You only got 2 more cards in hand, bro. One of them is to stall me. One of them is to search, or not really search, but it gives you more. You could double play your tuner monsters, so it kind of explodes your hand. You better figure this shit out, my boy. You gonna summon a Luster Dragon and that's that. And you got dragons, but I don't see no dragon. And you see, you quit? You time right now? Connection failed. Alright, so that really don't count. The connection failed, but I think the nigga probably would have did something. But I don't know where he was going with it, but I don't even want to save that. That was terrible. Let's just try another one. Hopefully, honestly, I want the opponent to be able to win. And then show me what I need to work on with the deck. I need to see, you know, just like in combat, you know, if you don't get hit, you won't know how to block that shit, you know? So you gotta go through some shit. And my team deck is just a little too exclusive. I like that. This hand is a little bit decent too. It ain't the craziest, but it is. See, the thing about it is, now that I understand more of the story and I realize the Mech Knights are not the bad guys, them niggas is actually a true Draco. What? A Draco King? What the Draconic Diagram? What? Oh, what the fuck is this about? I've never seen a dragon people. What the fuck? Hold on. They're worms. Oh, y'all niggas could have been in my deck, nigga. I could have put them in my Tingy deck. Nigga, what? I was trying to know that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. Alright, so let's look at this. Both players must set spell cards before activating them and cannot. Oh shit. So he stopped me from popping them with the lightning storm. And cannot activate them until after the next turn after setting them. Alright. The first time, once per turn, you can destroy. Oh, okay. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card effect while you control from a tribute, you can take one shell card from your deck and activate it. Okay. Alright, nigga, you wanna be an asshole. Okay, wait, we wanna play those games? I gotta set a card? Alright, I'm gonna set a card, nigga. I'm gonna set that shit right in front of you. Now I can special summon a Mech Knight. Now which one does this do? Let the game begin, nigga. Fuck wrong with this, nigga. Let the motherfucking game begin. Fucking life. I didn't even think that shit was gonna go like that. We had to go ahead and talk a little bit. So this is luck a little bit. I ain't gonna flex. Yeah, let's use the World Chalice. And let's special summon one lead and one edge. Alright. And boom. The her effect. Nah, hold up, bro. We could dance. No, hold up. We about to dance, bro. This nigga about to be fucked up. Watch this. Now we're gonna use Orm's effect. We're gonna get rid of Lee. We're gonna bring back M. Duke. Alright, we're gonna link someone again. We're gonna bring out Ningersu. We're gonna use his effects. special summon. Now, next, we're gonna use this effect. We're gonna get rid of the dragon. Actually, no. We're gonna get rid of it for now because we're gonna take away that trap. Fuck out of here. Get that shit off the field, nigga. Every time I play you for like motherfucking card. You use this for whatever you want, nigga. Then we're gonna end our turn with that. Now you got one card on the field, one card. You got two cards in the field, one card in your hand. He gonna scoop. He gonna scoop. Put that one card face down. You say what? Once per turn, you can destroy one other card you control on your hand and add one Draco ticket. Alright, go ahead. Get your card. Pop one of your cards. That's gonna get a graveyard effect. Whatever that was he popped got a graveyard effect. He targeted my monster, we're gonna chain it. Link summon. And we're gonna bring out my boy Aura. Teleportation jutsu, nigga. We go for the pop, we counter, we off that. If he pops the card, say if he finds a way to destroy this, I'll pop everything on his field. I'll pop his monster. See, so that's why he fucked himself. You see? Because now, look, he fucked himself. He got nothing on the field now. I'm free reigning, just smoke him. Alright, look, we're gonna dance with this nigga. Let me show you how we do this. First things first, lightning storm. All your monsters are gone. Adios, amigos. Alright. Push summon in defense. During your opponent's main phase, you tribute. Oh. You're a dumb nigga. One. And what's going on? I got something using up. Yeah, I got no one. But I don't got another one of those. I fucked myself. That's good. Alright. Got something on. See something. So ultimately, we want to bring out Ningersu again. So she's gonna clear the field. I do believe this works. I hope. I think I might want to get that challenge. With that lance. Fuck. I could clear his field right now. I'm gonna do this. I can clear his field right now. I don't need that field card. Oh, fuck myself. I went for the wrong card. Damn. Oh well. Good game, my guy. Honestly, I knew I should have went for the, what you call it anyways, that lance, man. I could have just destroyed that monster and then let him go and he would bring out another monster. But when he attacked me, he would lose 3,000 attack points. But then I would have still had to try to fight my way through the next one, so that's why I decided to just go through it. But I'm not upset at all. I'm glad that shit went the way it did. That shit actually went pretty nice. That went pretty good. This deck is still in construction. And as I told you before, it's a lot better if I actually do this too. Because I don't know exactly what I need. And so far, what it looks like I need is... first of all, we need a different way. We gotta find a way to bring out Ningersu and maybe use his effect on himself. And like, we gotta bring him back out. He can't be in that lead position, man. He fucked up the entire setup. You can't further your moves with that. There it is. Good game, my guy. Good game, good game. We'll be taking a break when we come back. We'll further where we at. But we've seen a lot of different things that could have been done. First of all, the deck was a little bit too slow. Let's make those modifications real quick while we're here. The deck was a little bit slow. So let's do this. Let's Look at the Crusadia cards, right? Because we met them. We got this card. Oh yeah, look at that. We can make this. So that's one thing. Let's add that. We'll make this as well. And this too. So the thing is, we need to come here and filter normal, rare. Let's do that first. This right here, pop it. Don't forget, subscribe to Stoner Gamer Girl, man. And also, she has a Dark Magician Girl account where you might find some Duel Links stuff on there too. All of that stuff is under the umbrella Duel Academy, which is also ran by her. But it's where we host some of the best duelists. You guys can also be a part of that because we want to showcase the best duelists around the world. And of course we are a part of them. So this actually goes in the deck. Alright, so anyways, now that we did that, let's see what we can do now. So you come back over here, go to this, and then we take one of these. Take one of these. One of these. Yeah. Might want another one of those. This is eventually gonna be in the deck. We're just not gonna put them in right now, but eventually that's gonna be something we use. Now for this, another one of those. Yeah, that right there should be sturdy. Anyways, we love y'all, man. Stay blessed. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And for now, we up out of here.